Hey there YouTube, it's Mr. Lubufu, and I am here with more Return to Ravnica spoilers. Yay! A little bit sick, so apologies, my voice is a little bit on the scratchy side. So we have first Desecration Demon. It's a 4-mana 6/6 flyer. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap Desecration Demon and put a +1/+1 counter on it. This card reminds me a lot of Abyssal Persecutor, because you're getting a 4-mana 6/6 flyer, and it's just a matter of how bad is the downside. Now, the fact is, since it doesn't have trample, it does have an issue with Lingering Souls, even though Lingering Souls right now is not terribly popular in the big scale meta. Because then you could just chump with your 1/1s, and then it does the exact same thing. Other than that, I mean, this has the possibility of doing work. I'm not terribly impressed, but that's because I probably wouldn't play it. Certainly a build around me sort of card. Very good with Heartless Summoning. Then it's a 2-mana 5/5 flyer. And yeah, I really can't think of anything else to add on to that. Next you have Trostani, Selesnya's Voice. So we have the Dryad Triad. So it's green, green, white, white for a 2/5. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness, and then you can populate. I was hoping they would do something involving it being 3 creatures in 1, and you know, I was hoping flavor-wise they would do something like that, but they didn't. Nevertheless, solid card. Gaining life is probably going to be more relevant than the populate most times, but overall, I mean, they're both good abilities. So, yeah, good card. It's mythic, of course. Next, you have Chaos Imps. It's a 6-mana 6/5 flying unleashed that has trample if it has a +1/+1 counter. So this is going to be a limited bomb by every stretch of the imagination. It's just so big, and it flies and can have trample. That's sort of what you're asking for. Standard, not so much. Next we have Rixamadi Guildmage. So it's the Rakdos Guildmage. So it's black-red for a 2/2. You can black-red target creature where blocking creature gets -1/-1, or target player who lost life this turn loses 1 life. Certainly very, very good and limited. That's for certain. Makes all combat extremely difficult for your opponent, and you can start knocking down their life total a little bit if you have mana to spare. Good uncommon. Next you have Niv Magus Elemental. So it's a 1/2 for blue-red. You can exile an instant or sorcery you control. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this. I have no idea how to evaluate this card. It's certainly a very new thing. I have never seen a card like this. It certainly is pretty good if people try and counter your stuff, since you can just, this thing could just nom your spell. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's rare too. Probably because they weren't sure. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe this card can be broken, but I don't know where the approach is. Next we have, oh wow, darn it, it's something Underground Bargain. Let's see what the literal translation is. Underworld Connections. So it's colorless black, enchant land. Enchanted land has tap, pay 1 life, draw a card. So it's like a Phyrexian Arena 2.0, where, you know, you have to pay an extra mana if you want to, but you don't have to likely kill yourself with it. I've had people do that in the past. But the other thing is, in EDH and stuff like that, it certainly seems like a repeatable effect. So in Standard, I mean, we've got like Arbor Elf. So you enchant like an Overgrown Tomb or a Forest, and then you could draw 2 cards for 2 life. But then you have this very complicated Sign in Blood action going on. Interesting card. Not going to see play in the type of decks I built, but certainly a possibility for standard play. And lastly, we have Skyline Predator. It's a 6-mana 3/4 flash flyer. Limited fodder, because it's nowhere near as good as other 6-drops that you can have. So, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know, yeah, just rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you.